Oops, oops. Hi guys, sorry. I went somewhere. Oh, gross. Do you guys know how to block people from your live stream? Like, maybe Mac, because he's the worst. I wasn't blowing meadows. Okay, I got chapstick. So, you're trashy, Kimberly. Hi guys, how are you? You're watching my dress from cleaning upstairs. I love that, Alicia. It's impossible. How was Bestie Week? It was so good. I learned so much about Savannah that I didn't know, and didn't see any ghosts, so that was pretty exciting. I did get accidentally pretty sloshed, and because it's like Savannah is like Vegas, where you just can walk around and drink. They just let you, and it was really, really cold out, and so you can, like, you know, the to-go coffee cups, like the little to-goes? If you get 2 of those, you can fit an entire bottle of Prosecco in both, and then drive around on a very romantic historical carriage ride through downtown Savannah. It was so cold, Jeff. It was actually like 50 that night, but it was like in the 40s, 50s in the early morning, and everybody in Savannah's like, we're dying. We're dying. This is how you die. It was really, really cold for Georgians. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Remove. Sorry. So, how is everybody? There we go. Working on things. They do pour a stiff drink in Savannah. It was crazy. And it wasn't a glass container or anything like that. So, hey, how's it going? Lisa, I'm almost positive Digital Fox Aussie Off Grid is Lisa. What's a little sad, Alicia? No, she left this morning. I dropped her off at the airport, so I was really excited. Hi, Gretchen. How are you, sweetie? JB, migraines are the worst. I'm so sorry, my love. Yes. Okay, good, Lisa. I knew that. Did your bestie do your voiceover? No, so I did it. And she woke up in the middle of it because I got up really early. I had so many things go wrong on that video. So this is my, hold on, I can't get it out. This is my SD card. And then this thing I put somewhere, and I was like, oh, okay, remember where that is. That's a terrible life choice, Beth. And I kept looking at it. I had it set somewhere. And I was like, remember where it is. And then I lost it. And so I was trying to like transfer it through so many different things, and my head hurt super bad. And I had been up since 4 in the morning. So finally at like 8 o'clock at night, I was like, oh, we have to go to Target and buy a new one of those. And then I went to go at it, and my shortened footage without me chopping meat in and out was like 6 hours. And I was like, there's no way, like I can't go through that much footage. I just can't. So I just did a little small amount of time, and I did the editing and the upload while she was sleeping. And then she woke up in the morning. I was like, yay. And so I managed to get everything done that morning, and then we went to Savannah that afternoon. It was really fun. So yeah, anyway, thank you, Midwest Magic Cleaning. I don't know your real name, so I'll just call you by your channel name. Hi, Kala. How are you, my love? What time is it there? Probably late. Hi, Karen. Was she spooked by the Swifties? No, she's got some wild kids herself. So her kids are all very feral, so she's pretty used to how it is. Mac, never heard of him, Alicia. Weird. He sounds terrible. Have Mac do the voiceover as a consolation prize for the abuse he receives from us. That would be so funny. It's 2046. Okay, not too terrible, love. So, how is everybody? How's it going? Coffee, always coffee. Today's sponsored, what are they called? States is Pennsylvania. Oh, Glasgow, Scotland. I love that, Margaret. Any advice for newly married couples? I'm drinking heroin. That's so funny. Oh, goodness. It's warm in here because I'm drinking coffee. So I'm trying to decide if I should close this. Mac, do you leave your comments open or closed? Busy at work today, but happy to be listening to me. Thank you, Elisa. I'm so happy. Is it afternoon there? It is. It's 15:47. I feel like you guys use military time more than we do. Okay. Good luck. May the odds ever be in your guys' favor. Mac's always trying to get me arrested. He's the worst. You're drinking your third Coke, Carrie, and you're home. It's 20:46. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's not too late. So I have a few wild stories for you guys, and one like not great story. So, but we'll tuck that in the end. Hi, Tracy. Done. So I always overthink my love. So, okay. My time in Savannah was super fun. We went, the first night we went there, we went on a carriage ride and saw a few things, but it was like hard to stay oriented because of how much we had been drinking. And so then the next day we did a walking tour, but it was so cold for me because I am Georgian blood now. And so it was like 47 degrees. And I was like, well, nobody's ever been this cold. And I didn't have enough sweaters. And we had to walk around and they made them in squares and we looked at all of these really old buildings that were amazing. And there's this one bookstore that you go in and there are 4 cats that live there. And like my goal was to find all of the cats and I only found 2. And that was really fun and cool to see. And we ate at some really good restaurants. And there was a comedian there. I can't remember her name, but she usually has blonde hair and she puts it up in a ponytail and she does comedy about dating usually. And I don't remember, but like one of the people who worked at our hotel was like, I just went to see her do her stand-up. And then, did I fix that? Yeah. And then I saw her at brunch and I thought that was really interesting. It's really funny to see people who are famous out in the wild. And it's hard. It's really hard to leave it open. I don't know, guys. I don't like it so much. Catherine Tate. I don't remember. She's on TikTok a lot right now. Or like, oh my God. Hold on. Because OP, it's not a biblical scriptures or an OnlyFans or let me tell you how to do things in your life. Just everybody shut up. Hi, Nick. It's impossible. Like, Mac, are yours that awful? Because I hate this. Sorry, I'm yelling at you guys. It's not your fault. All right, I fixed it. Sean, how are you, Sean? Okay. I closed the comments. Let's reset, guys. Let's reset from the stupid idiots. Yours are fairly tame. Like, all people want to do, they're like, Mac, show us your butt in those good jeans. I'm like, that's what you get. Hey, girl. Okay. Right? It's weird. And like, why would you, it's so weird that trolls just jump into people's lives and they're like, I'm Catholic. We never want to hear about Jesus. We rarely go to church. Which I'm sure is oh, Cindy, thank you so much. So, yeah, that's crazy how it happens. Okay. Let's reset. So in Savannah, it's called a necropolis, like a necrotropolis, necro being dead, tropolis being city, where they're just like, people die. That doesn't mean I can't build a building here. And so some, like a lot of, you're on the buried a lot. And then necropolis. Where was I using the T? But like on the sidewalk, we were staying next to a cemetery, which had a very defined fence. And they're like, but also it was here, but we needed this road. So kind of just made one over all the dead people. I was like, that's really funny to me. I love that because I hope when I'm gone that I just like compost somewhere. Like being murdered in the woods, while not ideal, is kind of not the worst way to leave your body. Like I just let the forest creatures eat me and drag my bits here and there and then just all decompose, and that sounds great. Was that the Colonial Cemetery downtown? I think so. Fitting in Homemaking's name is Sarah. I think so, Sarah. It was also where a lot of the soldiers during the I think the Civil War would like move the headstones around, and like carve extra information into headstones. And like there were so many. Aaron Burr is buried there. Dang it. There were so many graves that were just like left unmarked that they couldn't figure out. So they had to move everything to the side and like put it on the back wall, which I thought was really interesting. And then we also went to what's the cemetery called? It's super famous. We went to the Bonventure Cemetery and like went and found different things. And my favorite one was this big like memorial cemetery headstone, like a memorial headstone. It was significant. It was substantial. And it was like, to Carrie, wife of Edmund. I couldn't actually read it. It had kind of worn off. And then there was like a flat one in the middle. And then over here, it was like, to Carrie, second wife of Edmund. And I was like, was he just like, okay, I can't remember very many names. I just, could all the Carries please line up? And that's who I'm going to pick. Question above Nadia said, okay, let me look. Bonaventure Cemetery was one. You used to live in Savannah? I love that. When are the cabinets, closets to clutter and organizing videos? Probably for Vlogmas. I'm going to do Vlogmas. I'm committed to it. I have a really good reason why I want to do it. I did not watch or read Midnight of the Garden to Good of Evil. I'm going to do that now. And then go back to Savannah. Thank you, Matt. I love you, babe. Matt and I are like real life old-timey friends. And I just finally told him, I confessed my YouTube to him. And then I'm like, don't watch. It's so embarrassing, guys. Everything you know of Savannah's from Midnight. They talk about it. And apparently, like the main house that they filmed in, like if you go there on a tour and you mention it, they definitely execute you by shooting squad. Like everybody else in the building lines up and shoots at you. It's very foreboding. So now I need to read the book so that maybe I could also ask about it while I'm in there. The Bird Girl sculpture had to be moved. Good morning from Queensland. Thank you. Hi, Lynn. You're attempting Vlogmas decluttering videos? Oh, Jamie, I think it'll go really well. Probably. So, yeah, I do want to read it. I thought when they kept describing the book to me, I thought it was like an old-timey historical romance. And then on the walking tour, and they're like, and here's the diner that's featured there. And I was like, well, that doesn't seem historical. That diner seems pretty recent. So now I have no idea what that story is about or what time frame or any of it. So also, I did find a really good place that I'm going to purchase in downtown Savannah. I feel like it's cheap because there's already furniture, so you can claim it to be furnished. It's only $4.5 million. I wouldn't say a tear down because I don't think you're allowed to, but nothing inside there looks like it works or functions or is healthy or will pass any sort of inspection. And the furniture is all definitely broken. So if I get another $4.5 million, easy, right? So that's what we're going to have to do. And then I can renovate it. And then all of a sudden we can be like, look at my house. And you know, like throw pennies out the window at the poors who walk by on their tours and be like, look. So When is Matt coming to Georgia to give you a hand with your garage? Mac, like mac and cheese, but with a K. Although maybe Matt would come help me with my garage. He lives very far away though. Hi, Kristen. How are you, my love? Thank you so much. We need a Mac and Liz collab. Shut up, Lisa. You're terrible. Hey, Allison from Georgia. We're here. We could high five. You and I, we could meet, high five one time and run away. Okay, so the next, I'm going to throw out kind of a crap video for you guys, like low effort crap video here. And you guys have to watch it. Here's why. I'm going to probably clean my room or something like that. We're going to do a full video and minimal editing. We're getting this done tomorrow. I'm going to get it posted. You guys have to watch it and watch all the ads. We're doing an AdSense grab because I have a really good friend here. Her name is Jessica, and I'll talk about it more in the actual video that I produced for this. Her name is Jessica, and Jessica is part of my homeschool group and everything like that, but her older daughter is the one that one of my kids is like, I would like to be a friend, and they practice friendship together. And so like Jessica will be like, here's the play date time, here's an activity, and like she preps her daughter to socialize with my daughter, like so my daughter can practice friendship skills, and she's really amazing and not judgmental. So she also has a very feral 7-year-old like my kids are. She's wild and stuff like that. They were doing stuff in the backyard. They were doing, what do you do? Oh, thank you. K-Vlogs, I can like that. Oh, I can heart that. Look, I hearted it. They were doing yard work in the backyard, and they had to burn pit. The pit is important. And their 7-year-old fell backwards into the burn pit and clawed her way out. They got her to the emergency room, and she was medevaced to the burn unit in Augusta because they have a pediatric burn unit as well. And so they got her to Augusta. Now, what's a nice way of saying that any sort of anything coming up is kind of a financial catastrophe for them? Like they're just like a lot of people thriving. Oh, okay. So, also, Matt, thank you for the $10. I just thought you messaged me for some reason. I thought it was like, this is a real life friend. And then they just let me know you were watching my live stream, but thank you, Matt. And so they medevaced her. I contacted her. I got her hotel rooms next to the burn unit because like it's a 3-hour drive from where we are. So her daughter was there well before she was able to get there. Her mom is watching, but like we're all trying to get things together because they don't have paid leave or anything like that. So bye, Tabitha. So all of the AdSense revenue is going to go to them because I know it's hard for us to like, I'm definitely trying to help them achieve needs, but a lot of our community, a lot of people, we're all not doing great. But AdSense, but Google's doing great. So if you guys just watch it, Team Stephanie, no, gross. I don't even like Stephanie. I don't think Stephanie's real. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift that stuff to them. Hopefully we can get them. I know she has the cadaver skin on her now. She went through the surgery. It's her back, the back of her legs, her hands, and her feet. I'm really glad that it's not her face. Mac is not in here. That was that's an imposter. Everybody stop saying Mac, hi to Mac. So I don't even know who he is. Do they have a Ronald McDonald House nearby? That's not what I could see near the burn center. I know that after this grab, they think they're going to be able to travel home, and then they have to return back to the burn center weekly. So I don't know. We're all trying to rally together as a community and see what she could need, but I think she has food and shelter for a little bit staying there. Hi, Julie. Anyways, and that's what I'm going to do for my next video. We're going to let AdSense, we're going to have Google fund us. So, hi, Miroslava. And that was terrible. And so that's what happened last night. So we're here to help. I'm going to post tomorrow. I'm going to hustle my butt off editing and uploading. So hopefully it'll get really fast. It's really scary. And she's not so, she's like, we're so lucky. Like, she's awake. She's not in too much pain. I think most of her back and legs are 2nd-degree burns. I do believe her hands and maybe her feet might be the 3rd degree. And she might have to go back for additional like debridement and surgeries on those. But we'll have to see. And I do like your mom used to, I love that. What about a GoFundMe? She says, not yet. She's also one of those people who is really scared to, do that. So if we just, for now, if she puts one up, I have to see what YouTube's terms of service say about it, but I might post it on my Instagram, which would be new for me to post on Instagram to advertise it if they do come up with one. Right now, she's like, hold on, we'll wait. The homeschool meetup group all got together and sent stuff as well. And then I know another dear friend of ours, a mutual friend, sent DoorDash money. And so, but Alicia, let's wait on that because I can send it. A gift set goes way better. Yeah, when she organizes it. What happened, Meg? My friend's daughter fell into a burn pit. And so we're going to wait on that. And then I'll write her the check for all of AdSense. And I will post you guys how much I'll show you screenshots so we can all believe me. And so hopefully it will be okay. She might be able to come home. Apparently, like, the cadaver skin just cuddles you like a nature scab and will fall off and it'll be her skin. I don't know. Sorry, Dawn. Yeah. So yes. Anyway, what did you miss? Color, one of my friend's daughter got really hurt. And so we're working on doing all of, so Bonnie the Cadence coordinator, buckle up. Your name is never that long, Bonnie, when I look at it, but then now on here, it's like crazy long. So Pam, don't worry about it just yet because I do know that Google, whatever you send to me, 30% Google will keep. So I can send it to you on Discord if you want, Pam, to get that over to her. But I do know if you send me money through here, Google will take 30% of it. So I'm sorry that it's such a sad story. But, and then maybe, yes, actually, Morticia Moo. Or and then maybe if you guys want to join my Discord, which I don't know how to link, and we can get it over like that. Yeah, D Jones, it's crazy, right? They're insane. Hold on, I'm going to try to do something real quick. Yeah, it's funny how much they take on those things. And then for AdSense money, they split it 40 to them, 60 to me, which is like fine because I'm not out there finding advertisers. I want to find something. Hold on, guys. And then I will do this and I go like this. And then what do I do? I wish I had Crystal. Crystal, where are you? Crystal, my favorite admin. Oh, you know what's weird is that call is not it. There, am I still live? I'm still live, sweetie. I'm just trying to figure something out at the same time and I'm terrible. Yay. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? I'm so glad you're getting tidier. I'm still here, my love. How are you? Okay, let me try to figure this out really quickly. And how does one do this? I know how to do it from my phone. Hold on. Invites. Create one. Copy. Okay, now I can go like this into my own live. How do I get in there? I want to go into it. Ta-da. Okay, so in this live stream, I'm going to put my Discord invites if you guys want to hop over there and we can connect more on this. And save. So I saved it in there. The link's not going to go forever. So if for some reason you're watching this 6 months from now, then you'll not be able to, and you'll have to ask for another one. Hi, Sarah. Oh, you were watching Getting Tidier. I love that so much. Down Home Stone, you were in your car. You love my videos. Thank you. Yeah, cleaning a clean house. I highly doubt my video content will ever pivot to me cleaning a clean house, but like that's such a dream of mine. Could you imagine just being like, oh, my house is so messy. And then I pick up the 4 things and I'm like, yes, whew, that's better. Like, what is Discord? Oh, it's like an app that you can chat with people. It's, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. It's like a online chatting app. It's a weird way to describe it. You're doing laundry again, Dawn. That's weird. I've never done laundry. It doesn't happen all the moments of every day that I've ever lived forever. So, all right. So that was a huge bummer. What else do we want to talk about right now? Oh, Connie, I love that you live in Suffolk. Some of my favorite dukes were from Suffolk. What a weird thing to say. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you guys, have you ever had the experience? I know I did just recently when I was talking about Beauty when she was going to get part of her paw amputated. And then I asked the doctor, I was like, would you take the whole foot? And he's like, we don't amputate feet for dogs. Like it's either part of a paw or the leg. Like it was everybody's common knowledge. And I was just like, dude, not everybody knows that. Like, you know that because you're like a dog cancer surgeon, but not everybody knows that. So I was talking to my best friend and I casually said something about Hever Castle. And she's like, what is Hever Castle? And I was like, Anne Boleyn's childhood home? Like, how do you not, that's not common knowledge. And she's like, girl, that is not common knowledge. That is something you know because you're weirdly obsessed with Tudor England. I was like, I genuinely thought everybody could name Anne Boleyn's childhood home right off the bat, no problem. Like it just felt normal. Some more moosies. So yeah, moose attack. They're wild. They're always around. Did you hear how mean he was about me in his shout outs? Actually, he was so nice. It was uncomfortable. She was born at Blickling. They shouldn't call it Blickling. Right. And I love how they don't know what year. So like Mike, he's here too. You're a Plantagenet descendant, but no money? Dead to me. Give me all your cash. You had a family day in London? Sarah, I'm so jealous. I want to go see Christmas lights and I want to go see snow. So I saw it when he did it. He did tell everybody to call me Liz. He's so mean. And apparently somebody asked him, they're like, does Beth know your name isn't Mike? Which I, for one, had no idea his name wasn't Mike. That's brand new. That's so funny. It was super sweet, Pam. It was like weirdly sweet, right? Where we're all like, did he hit his head? I was worried about it. I'm worried about his knees, though. He doesn't use any knee protection. And I think he needs knee pads. And I feel like if we just tell him more about how badly he's going to hurt his knees and how he needs knee protection, the more people who do that, the better. So you need north of England for snow. You rarely get it. Well, that's stupid. No wonder we seceded. Solvang, California. You said Christmas lights. I haven't. Where's that at? She was one of the 6 wives of Henry VIII. She was the second. Danielle thought I was actually called Liz. I knew Danielle was good for nothing, rotten, no good. And that's what I've always said. I'm constantly telling people that Danielle's no good, rotten terribleness. That's all you think when watching and painting the floor, Sarah. Emma, Fife, Mac, and Beth. Well, wait, which one's Emma now? Paper Playground. Is Emma getting tidier? Because I really feel like I've only ever said that in my head. And that would make sense, to be honest. Come to Sweden if I want snow. I do. I will help you decorate, Lena. I think that sounds amazing. Thank you, Mary. I tell myself I'm a fountain of knowledge, whether or not it's true. Jessica says, I hate that when you go in someone's house. I'm like, sorry, my house is a mess and there's like 5 things on the floor. Once we got a special grant for kids with special needs, sensory needs. So I had a huge like inflatable tub pool thing filled with 2,000 plastic balls. Like we had a ball pit in our home. And it was amazing. It was so good for my kids when they were 3 years old. And then all the balls went everywhere. They were every part of my life at all times. And we had a repair guy come through. And I was like, I'm sorry, my house is a home. I had twins like 3 years ago and I've never gotten my shit together since. And I picked up a laundry basket and I just like I snow plowed him a path the way he needed to go from all of those. Catherine Parr did survive, which is a misnomer because actually Anne of Cleves survived. She got divorced, but she survived longest out of any of the wives and was the richest and had the most access to doing whatever the crap she wanted. Her brother, so she came over from Germany. She was the 4th wife, and Henry was like, I need a Protestant because I did all this beheading and separating. And so they painted pictures of Amelia of Cleves and Anne of Cleves. And the painter was like super kind and generous. Like when your friend's like, does this make me look fat? You're like, no, I think you look good, girl. You look good in anything. So he carried that energy. And when she showed up, Henry was like, gross, hard pass. And he was also pretty gross by that age. And then when she just graciously gave him the divorce, she was like, don't care, just please don't kill me. He gave her like all the money. She was held second to only his wife in the kingdom. So like whenever she showed up, if he wasn't married at the time, she's like, I dominate, best woman around. And he actually gave her Hever Castle, which was Anne Boleyn's home. And so she thrived. And then Catherine Parr, as soon as she got, Henry died, like sketchily late short after, like people were uncomfortable. The Jane Seymour, the 3rd wife who had the son, and then she died, her brothers, the uncles, they were in charge. She hooked up with one of the dudes that she kind of wanted to anyways, and they got married so fast. They were like, but what if you were pregnant with Henry's baby? Like, and she's like, gross, he was 1 billion years old, we didn't even do it. And then like everybody kind of outcasted her. And so she had to go off and not really be part of the court. And then Elizabeth the First went to live with her. And then the husband, kind of tried to hook up with her when she was like 12. And Catherine Parr's like, gross. She's like 12, but she was like super pregnant at the time. So it's not like you get a divorce. And then she had her baby, died in childbirth, and they think the baby lived like 2 years and then died. So when they say she survived, I'm like, but did she? She kind of sucked at thriving. Like Anne of Cleves, she's the survivor of them all. She knew what to do. Anyways, so what are you guys talking about? Don't get me all riled up about Tudor England. He's getting slapped. You don't put up with kings, you put up with that king. I feel like Henry VIII would have liked you, but nobody else does, Mac. I think he would be the only one to ever like you. You're English and you know none of that, Tracy. That's because you don't have a weird obsession with certain topics sometimes. It was my special focus for 3 years. Thank you, Sean, for bringing in Sunflower. She's one of my favorites. Exotic Terrain. You got 200 ping pong balls for your cats to play with. Oh my God, I love that so much. It's north of Santa Barbara. I should go there, Bonnie. I know an insane amount, Sarah. Like when I went on the tours of some of the castles and stuff like that, when I went to England, I was like, actually, that's just a commonly held myth and not actually true. And then my husband told me I wasn't allowed to do that anymore because it was too annoying. So, yay, who loves that? Kimberly Rose, let's get married and we can talk about Tudors all of the time. Hobart was the painter. Yes, the younger. Like not throwing shade at the elder, but we all know. Mary, Wait, you're in St. Augustine, right? I should go there so like super, super old people don't keep telling me that I should go there. Wasn't it divorce, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived? Yes, technically. He went off with his head, you. My weekend was so good, Dawn. Slap the king. He's a mischievous move. Parr married Jane Seymour's bro. I know. It was so weird. First, also, Jane Seymour's brother, I think it was Edward Seymour, but I could be lying to you. He not only married Catherine Parr, and he tried to marry Elizabeth first, and Elizabeth was like, no, no, no. No, we'll definitely get killed because that is like treason. Stop doing that. And then he later tried to kidnap the king, and then he was beheaded because you're not allowed to kidnap kings. Okay, I gotta scroll down. I'm broadcasting from America, yes, sir. Is she driving? No. I'm sorry, I'm not British. You read, is it Hobert? Olbert? William was King Henry's fool. Yes, William. I almost on any other day I would be able to say his name. But he was his fool and they were much beloved. If he was taught in this format, right? Like, I just feel like you should get people aggressively animated about things to yell things at you. Wrong Bonnie. Screw you, Bonnie. Different Bonnie. The Tudor show, yes. And then let me watch it with you, Sean, and I will point out the historical errors and how mad I am. So, and when you watch it, like Mary, the younger sister of Henry, she wasn't the Queen of Portugal. She was the Queen of France, briefly. And then she took a big old diamond back and was like, suck it, France. And then when Henry met with some French ambassadors, he wore it just to be spiteful. And I enjoy that. I enjoy spite. So if you want to talk about history, talk about Outlander, I need to watch Outlander. From Pasadena, Texas. Hi, Perfectly Flawed. Sunflower hates watching historicals with me because you point out it's probably it's just Mark, guys. If it's a murderer, let me know though. You guys, if I get murdered, will you like inform the police? No, nope, just my husband, not a serial killer. No one needs to see Outlander. Outlander was partly filmed in Fife. That's amazing. I'm gonna go to Fife. I'm super excited. I'm going to Google tickets. I'm going to Fife. So, and I'm going to fly wherever I am, Mary. Max said something on his live about how he wanted to go to England and then maybe Fife and like meet up with a couple people. And I want to go with him, but I don't want to go with him. I want to sit like 3 rows back and then like bully him and just like, you know, maybe heckle him from the airport. I think that would be good. And then go to Fife and not see any of them. Lossymouth? No, what? Lossymouth? What a weird thing to name something. I've just never seen Outlander. I just, isn't it just basically historically banging? Isn't that what it is? Like, I nailed this dude in the present, but sometimes I hook up with that guy in the past. Versailles is good. Oh, Jane, okay, find another. Oh my God, Jesse, we're the same. Look at us. Here's travel anxiety. Just need to pass him the Xanax. Or alternatively, make it so horrible that by default, his next travel is good. So yes, Kimberly Rose, of course you can. HB, exactly, the HB of it all. So there's sex in there, but the story's fantastic. My friend said when she was watching it, her husband like only came in the rooms inadvertently during sex scenes. And he's like, are you just watching like straight smut? And she's like, no, there's other parts. You just happen to be here when it's kind of, you know. So imagine that's what divorce would be involved these days. No one get married. It literally started over with the chapstick. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I I had told my best friend on the drive over, I was like, I don't even get chapped lips. I never use chapstick. And then I got the worst chapped lips ever. And I had to ask her for her chapstick like 30,000 times. Which I think is gross to some people, but not to me. Like, I didn't ask to lick her teeth, just to borrow her chapstick, and that's fine. I bet if I had a good enough reason, like a valid enough reason, I could convince her to let me to lick her teeth. Sean, hi, Sunflower. During the sex scenes, when you're watching Bridgerton, right? And then, like, my mom's like, have you seen Bridgerton? And then she's like, oh, it's so good, I can't stop watching. And then I watched it, and I was like, I really don't want to connect with you over this because I feel like all it is, as long as I don't get cold sores, I don't. Sommier. Summers. I think they pronounce it Summers. Thank you for either knowing that in your brain, Bonnie, or looking that up. Hold on. You're not convinced there. Is this better or worse? Not. Yeah. Bridgerton was, although I liked it, I started out by watching Queen Charlotte. Sorry, I know I'm jiggling you guys way too much. Jiggle. No, you just sadly flopped over. Could you guys please, like, have some sort of core strength and hold yourself up a little bit better? I feel like all of you guys are just, like, collapsing marshmallow humans. On Alaska, Texas. Okay. Hold still, you turds. You're pathetic. Pathetic. I should think I'm smoking giant cigars. That is harassment, sir. How dare you? Not you fixing your foot. Like, everybody's like, okay, hold on. You talk to your daughter-in-law to watching Outlander. I love that. Mary! You have to warn people. Don't be like, here, watch this with the family. I would not look so cool. I would look cool. I look cool doing anything. What did Stephanie say? Nobody laugh at what Stephanie says. I don't watch smut. I read like a lady. It's so funny. Hi, Dinosaur. I liked Queen Charlotte. Bridgerton's pretty good. I love the actress of Queen Charlotte, whatever her name is. Her face acting, like, I just think she did a really good job with her face. I'm basically a movie critic, so like, I approved of the face acting in this one. So the Duke and Daphne sex scenes made you cringe? Yeah, that's how it made me feel. I was like, ooh, cringe. Man, am I cringing. I'm going to rewind it and cringe some more. Brian, but it took a while to get it right. Good expressions. 10 out of 10. CinemaSins, so good. I watched CinemaSins. You love Queen Charlotte. Convince your mother to watch it, and Bridgerton if you watch it, and you're already way too close. Much less embarrassing when the parents walk in the room. Jeremy is hilarious. Moves running through. Have you seen White Queen, Princess, and Spanish Princess? I've seen part of. So I kept subscribing to, what is it? Stars? I kept subscribing to it and then, like, canceling it right away to where, like, you have the 3 days. And then I wouldn't watch it enough. And so I've seen good chunks of it. Of the Spanish Princess, I like that she is historically more like Catherine would be. She's not a dark, like, deep chestnut Spanish. She, like, red hair, light skin. Like, she was just, like, very fair. And everybody wants to pivot to, like, a deep Spanish. And I was like, that's not what it was, because everybody effused about this beautiful blondish, reddish hair. Like, it was a big deal to everybody about it. So I was like, okay, well, that's good. And I liked it, and I thought it was weird, but I hate the fact that she probably did not have a relationship with Arthur. She just didn't. Because on her deathbed, she was the most Catholic person. She was so aggressively Catholic. And on her deathbed, to a priest, she was like, did not do Arthur, only slept with King Henry. And, like, that was her immortal soul. Anyway. So she didn't. Spanish aren't necessarily. No, and she was from the, like, constantly going on the crusades. Like, they were from here. They're like, kill all the Moors, get them the heck out of here as fast as humanly possible. Like, they were doing just sweeping murdering of all the Moors, trying to get them out of Spain. So, like, to be like, ooh, what if she was, like, super dark-skinned with dark hair? I'm like, nope. That was not what her family was about. Her family was like, get out. Hi, Shy Pixie Girl. You're still going to be here, just not in chat. Okay, thank you, Sunflower. Ooh. Oh, I thought you said, I read, I'm going to get a pedicure, not I'm going to be productive. And I got really excited. And now I'm kind of disappointed for you. Hi, Pam. You love Breaking Bad. Now you're mostly junk. Yeah, it's, you know what I hate is when, like, I'm like, oh my God, I really like this series. And they're like, canceled it after 3 seasons. And I'm like, what the hell? Sean, don't do your job. That's stupid. Jobs are for suckers. Hi, Pam. Okay, bye, Sarah. We're besties. I love that Shy Pixie Girl. Hoping and praying you get paid tomorrow. So, oh, Jillian, I hate that so much, my love. I hope you do too. Like, I super pray that you do too. Or that you can find a good local food bank and grab some of theirs. I think you could probably grab a turkey. One of your best friends was who's this royal hour, Pam? Who's our best friend? Mine and yours? Oh, Pam and I have a best friend who was an editor on Breaking Bad, you guys. You're neck deep into Christmas movies. Oh, I love that. We get to start Christmas on Thursday evening, so that's pretty nice. I did have a really good weekend this weekend, Karma Moon. I have some clips. I am not great at documenting vlogs. Let me tell you that much. I'm like, and forgot to film. I loved Breaking Bad too. I watched all of it obsessively until the last part of the last season. So now it's forever unfinished. I could always watch Breaking Bad because I haven't watched Breaking Bad. Does that make sense? I do that all the time. I'm like, ooh, I'll watch and then I'll drop out the last little bits and it's not always complete. So like it's still available to me. The ending was so good. Rebecca, you're a bestie in school with a guy that became a stepman. Does that count? What movies did he stuntman in? Meg, more information needed before I could say that. But he'd like me, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I'm sure he would too. He's my best friend. He's our best friend. You have not watched TV in a while. Fife, me too. I'm like, oh, did it happen on YouTube? Didn't watch it. Journaling channels, even though you don't journal, tell me a good one. I don't know why you guys wouldn't, but Fife Free Cleaning is 2 women from Fife, which is a place. It's a real place. And they clean homes and they have a YouTube channel under the exact same name. One of them, such a great person, like so good, like salt of the earth, amazing. The other one sucks butts and we hate them. But if you, in case for some reason you guys don't know about Fifes, go over there and thumbs down everything. Just across the board, dislike. Hi, Tracy, how are you? Right? Instead of TV shows, I like watch my friends and then text them and be like, you suck. Mac watched Breaking Bad in reverse oral. So guy cures baldness and becomes happy. You're so normal, Mac. Everybody talks about it. Ewaki Talkie, can I steal your name? I want that forever. I don't even care what you said after that. I just care about Ewaki Talkie. Of Orphan Black. I haven't seen that one. Pam says, look what I found. Saul's a slow burn. He gets better. Okay. The Married Gentleman. Chad Michael Murray. Thanks, Beth. Well, I wasn't talking about you. You're not the good one. Either is. You know, they both suck. I'm all about the stationary surprise stuff. What about you? We're all laughing at Mac. Mac's so freaking funny. Ha, ha, ha. I found a new one. I'm not... Hi, babe. Are you bringing me a treat?
Nope. I am not.
So, like, what's the point of even being married to him? Okay, so We'll talk quietly so he doesn't know, but I think this is the year I murder him. I think this is my year, 2025, year of the Beth. This is when we kill him. Fife is in Scotland. That's not true. Fife is in India. It's like, it's one of the biggest cities of India. That's amazing, Carla. We have to go buy a tree. Oh, he can't hear you. Oh no, Mac, he's so far away he can't read that. Bye, Julie. Love you. 40 degrees Celsius. What is that? Like 97? Somebody do math real quick. There is a Fife near Washington, Fife. I've been there. I went to the bank there, in case that's important to you. Almost all of America's cities we've just stolen from you guys. There's so many. Like Brunswick. And then we have New Brunswick up north. We just didn't come up with other names. So we either stole it from where we came from, or they're Indian names that only people who grew up in that area can pronounce them. And everybody else, it's just like, you're like, I don't know how to say this. Can somebody say it first? My county is really hard to pronounce, and I love watch people struggle with it. Where I grew up in California, not my county here. My county here is really easy to pronounce, like 4 words. Like, yes, like Algonquin. Your next videos, you need to cook again? Everybody hates that, Meg. No one wants to see me cook. They just hate me. Oh, I did turn on text-to-speech, Mac. Did it not go through for you? Oh, no. Poor guy. Right, Kimberly? He's a cop, so I'd get like 14 bucks. They're like, he's going to die. 10 bucks. Keokuk. Sean. Keokuk. You're from Schenectady, New York. Louisiana. I can say the word Louisiana. Pam, why are you sorry? Not. He didn't say it loud enough, Pam, but he said it. Keokuk. Keokuk. Late on here. Did you return the stuff? Yes, Melanie, I did. Please don't fact check that. Just when I say it's extra word, my back. Alicia is right. Alicia can eat it. Just kidding, Alicia. You're fine. I'm sorry. Melanie, of course I didn't return the stuff. I was out in Savannah doing Savannah things, which is drinking in public. So we did steal from you. I used to live in a street named Keokuk in Chatsworth. You came on to watch a live because Max said not to. He sucks. So it's so funny to me because like I'm a baby and he sent you guys to me for the most part. So most of you guys are familiar with me, but like, I feel like when, okay, wait, I'm going to tell you a totally different story. Just brain dump that part of the story. That part doesn't count. Okay. Everybody shut up. So I go into Mac's live stream, right? And he sees that I'm in there. Like he sees me and isn't really talking to me that much. And there's other people in there. And it's so important that you guys know that there's another woman in there named Beth. Like her username in there, it says Beth. And so then Max sits down and he's like, oh, Beth. And sometimes, like, I pay attention when he says my name because sometimes it's like a YouTube trick. And I'm like, yes, let me write that down. I would love to YouTube better, right? And he goes, did you get to the doctor about being a big old piece of crap? Is there like medication you can take for that? And I died laughing. And that poor Beth was like, she types in the chat. She's like, which Beth are you talking to? And I was like, oh, no, not you. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you're not a piece of crap. And it was incredibly hilarious to me. And did I get drink? Melanie, I was drinking in Savannah. And I didn't get drain cleaner yet, but I need to. But yeah, I felt, it was really, really funny. And I felt so bad. And then I just think it's funny because Sometimes people have no idea that we interact with each other. I wouldn't say he's my friend. I'm definitely his best friend, but he's like a distant acquaintance for me. And so I just don't know that people think that we're actually friends and we talk to each other. So yeah, anyways, it was really funny. It was one of my favorite moments. Sarah Richards, you have a Portsmouth in New Hampshire. Portsmouth in England is your hometown, but you haven't lived there in 25 years. Yeah, we stole it from you guys. I'm sure the people in Portsmouth just left from your Portsmouth and was like, F it. I don't have time to create new names. I have to survive here. And like everybody died on the way over. There's no water. Lots of Native American names in New Jersey. The first one you was Pawnee Avenue, and you're destined to be a fan of Parks and Rec. So funny. I love how your GPS can't say walkie-talkie, just trying so hard. Ready? Lenape Valley. Moi. Mawa? Mawa? I like that. That poor girl. Yeah, and then I was like, sorry, Beth, catching strays. And she's like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know. Sorry that you got caught up in it. Ashington. Washington. That's funny. Rebecca retracting her comments. She probably said something mean about Mac, to be honest. You turned 40 on Saturday and no one remembered. Kristen, happy birthday, my love. Happy birthday. I hope you had such an amazing day and that sweet potatoes fur didn't just get all over you while I clap my hands. Some of us are covered in it. But happy birthday. You're amazing, and I think you deserve people in your life who will give you well wishes. You have on a 20-minute break, make it interesting. The amount of showing you my butt that almost just happened, that would have been amazing. But also I like my monetization. Look, everybody's saying happy birthday, loves. Look. Alicia, the naming of towns as you described is pretty close to true, as they did it a way to honor their people. I think so. Amanda turned 40 on the 22nd. Look at all these olds in here being old. I'm so happy, Kristen, that you're getting all this love. Here you go, babe. Okay, ready? That can't be an Indian name. That's like a French name stole something from an Indian name and like had a baby. And they're like, half yours, half mine. Ready? Charlevaux. Charlotte. Hold on. Charlotte. That one's hard. I say Charlotte Crew. 5, happy birthday to your baby too. Wait, whose baby? It depends. One of them gets one and one of them wouldn't get a happy birthday from me. Who had their baby's birthday? It was your daughter's 4th birthday. I love that, sweetie. Happy birthday. You're rearranging furniture, Rebecca? Good job. I bet he's so happy. I bet he's like, I hope I get roped into this business. 49 on December 4th, and it shocks you, Alicia? I love that. How did we get so old, though? Like, how did we get so old? It's crazy. Okay, Melanie, I feel like you tried to make it better, but you made it worse. Charlevoix? Charlevoix? Pam's going to be 64 on January 6th. Oh, I'll never forget. Sorry. That comment wasn't appropriate. Okay, hold on. Try saying this city. City next to Husqvarna, where you live, is called... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's throw out some freaking Icelandic words. Jönköping. Did I do it, Lena? Your child will be 90 on the 3rd, Misha. That's really cool. Meg is super old. She's the oldest of them all, but Canadians build them different. So, yeah, like everybody celebrate being old because it just means you didn't die yet. And that is a good thing. Oh, I love that, Lori. So, almost. I did, Lena. And I was going to be like, how do you say it? But like, how would you tell me? Movies and videos by Alicia Jacobs. Long name, amazing results. Is that your YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel? Movies and videos by Alicia Jacobs. You're babies. You're 48. Haha. Dawn's old. Just so old. She was like in kindergarten when I was born. 72 and a half. I love that, Bonnie. Jessica's birthday today. And we all know Jessica, Pam. You bought a New York cheesecake and you need to all come eat it with you so you don't eat it all yourself. A tough bounce. Eat the whole thing or it's wasteful. I should send you a picture of the cake that I bought that did not make transports. And then I just like spooned out a lot of the middle and ate it. So looks real good. Okay, scroll up. Hold on, guys. You're a video editor. I love that, Alicia. Hold on. Scrolling up to something that Pam said. Jessica. Okay, Pam. Happy birthday, Jessica. Jessica Bridge. Okay, birthday twin. She's 37 today. Happy birthday, Jessica. Thanks, Pam. Doing the Lord's work. You only eat the middle. Meg. Pervert. This is a family channel. Oh, of course you would think New York cheesecake is gross. Shut up. You live in Scotland. You have nothing good. What do you have, blood sausage? Do you guys have blood sausage for your birthday? Cheesecake is amazing. And we invented it. Because we're Americans and we make good stuff. Bye, Tracy. Have a great one, sweetie. Hey, forced to watch Hallmark movies is a very bold statement, Cross-Eyed Mary. You have the privilege of watching Hallmark movies. You're welcome. Mac left. Bye, Mac. Oh, Tracy was saying bye to Mac. Oh, well, we can hope. Hi, Talisa. How are you, sweetie? Meg. Okay, where is it? Is it in Canada next to you? Because that matters. Is it in the Middle East or is it in your town or is it in the Middle East? Tell me that. You make the best fish and chips in the UK? Maybe. Maybe, but maybe not. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. Haggis. Oh my God. It's true. Haggis. It's near you. Okay, let me scroll up and ignore everybody. Let me ignore everybody for you, Canada Meg. Jabiganin Bridge. That's what I've got. Haggis. I don't know if I could. Ottawa. The other lives in Vancouver, Canada. They're coming home. That's amazing, Rebecca. I love that for you, honey. Your family makes fun of you because you only like plain cheesecake, no other flavors or toppings. Oh, I can't read that, Meg. That's so hard. Ojbiwi. I feel like Scotland uses haggis as a weapon. Probably. I've never had haggis. I just don't know if I could. I don't know if I could eat blood sausage either, just because that's probably what's going to start the zombie apocalypse. It's not a big leap to go from blood sausage to brains and just blood. Like, I don't feel like Ojibwe. Oh, okay. Cindy, why are you overwhelmed? Tell me that. Pam wants to know. I want to know. Everybody wants to know. Hey, Brett. Our Cozy Mountain Life. I know your name. Or Cozy Mountain Life's name is... Don't tell me. If you tell me, I'll slap you. Cheryl, my God, I'm so sorry. That is heartbreaking. Kala, thank you. I think that's just bread, though. I think you guys pretend puddings are not puddings. I think puddings are breads. I can't. Tell me your name again. I'm so sorry. It's hard keeping everything in my brain. Your rule is there are way too many amazing things to eat. Why are we forcing ourselves to eat nastiness? I agree. Yeah, Cheryl, my love, I'm so sorry. It's so devastating. And I'm so sorry you had to do that. It's so hard. Maryland. I would never have pulled that out of my memory span. Okay. 16:46. That means 14 minutes to finish this coffee before we hit my wall of when I should not be drinking caffeine because I'm old. Maybe a packet mix, they would go off. They would go off. Oh, because that means spoiling. Can I just come have them at your house? Why are you gatekeeping me going inside your house? Do we have to eat on the porch? Do you have a porch? German Kaffeekuchen is the best. I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume it's some sort of cheese. You missed this, but did you say what your drink of choice is? Like, what did you drink in Savannah? It was, so my drink of choice tends to be red wine, which gives me massive headaches. And then my husband called before we arrived and got us a bottle of Prosecco and chocolates to like greet us as like a yay girls weekend thing. And so we drank the bottle of Prosecco. And then they had like appetizers before. It was really cute. So it's a really beautiful, really fancy hotel that was made out of like an old rich person's house. So it's an inn, really small rooms that they retrofitted, but like it's all very old timey. So like you go in and there is a parlor. It's a very beautiful parlor. I took a lot of video of it. And then there's like the kitchen area and they have big, huge doors that slide open and it's a pass through to the kitchen. And that's where they served us breakfast. And the woman, she was very kind and sweet, but just a little socially awkward. And so we had breakfast in the morning and they have you like select your time. And we went for seating and stuff. And she's like, today for breakfast, we have a biscuit with ham on top and a poached egg with a hollandaise sauce. And we were like, okay. She goes, so do you want it? We were like, there's not a second option. Like, why did you say it with the up thing? We thought there was going to be another thing coming, but it was like very much a, do you want that or nothing? You get that or nothing. So we had it. It was delicious because the other option was nothing. Did we recreate the window wine moment? I wanted to, but instead we recreated the being cold in a carriage drinking so much wine moment. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And then I saw this really cute top at a store and I was like, oh my God, I want to stop. The store was clearly closed. I was like, I want to stop. And that outfit's so cute. And we went there the next day sober and it was the ugliest top I've ever seen. And that boutique store where I was like, this shirt is $267. I hate the shirts. And it was really embarrassing. And I was just like, oh, maybe not today. I put it back and I like sprinted out. Hello, Sarah. Let me see. So yeah, it was really sweet and really fun. Oh, I do love that your husband shovels snow and like does all that. That's so kind. Mark needs to teach classes on how to be sweet. I would love for everybody who interacts with him professionally to see that. They will disagree so aggressively. So it was really sweet and fun. Have I tried gulag? I haven't. Hi, Fare. So, oh, Cindy, you had to take your mom to a procedure. I'm so sorry, love. And then you're going to get an ultrasound for that? My fingers crossed, my prayers and wishes, love. Edit the Savannah pics and videos and do an ad grab for your friend's daughter's healthcare. I should. I want to try to like practice making it nice. Like I kind of want to make that nice. I think I can do a cleaning ad grab pretty easily. And I feel like doing the travel vlog one like more, because also when I went there and I told her, I was like, listen, I'm a super tiny YouTuber. Like I am a drop in a bucket. Could I film some of the inside? And she's like, yeah. And then later she got me, she's like, do you want to see all the rooms that don't have people in there? And so she took me on a tour of all of the historical house and it was really beautiful and really cool. So I kind of feel like I need to do a slightly good job for them. A carriage, yeah, horse-drawn carriage. And the horse-drawn carriage guy was like, "Oh, right, we'd gone 4 steps." And by we, I mean the horse did, and we just rolled along behind the horse. And he like was panic looking around him, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "My phone dropped." And I saw it right behind us. I was like, "Oh yeah, let me grab it. It's right there." So I went and grabbed it and got it to him, and he's like, "You're not supposed to hop on and off of the carriage." And I was like, "Then get your own damn phone next time." So thanks for telling me about roasting your chicken for chicken noodle soup. Yay! It's so good. I just bought some chickens, so I need to thaw them out and roast them. Snow shovelers are keepers. Like a Swede here is the only drink, major headache and major hangover. Okay. You met your friend's fiance when you were drunk. That's really funny, Meg. Sorry, you guys. I forgot that. Okay, so Meg met her friend's fiance when she was drunk and was like, "Oh yeah, he's so nice." And then she met him sober and was like, "No, guy sucks." And that is funny. Mary, my husband snuffled show too, divorced him anyway. Eggs Benedict was so good. Like the hollandaise sauce I asked on the side because no, it wasn't even. It was a béarnaise sauce, which is a white sauce, right? Hold on. What's the white sauce that's mostly like flour and cream and sometimes nutmeg, and it goes a lot in like pastas? What is that called? Béarnaise sauce? No. Bouillon? No. Bolognese has meat. I don't know. Brenda's so late, everybody. Nobody talked to Brenda. She's late and everybody hates her. Just so you haven't started dinner yet? I bet if I make this live go long enough, I can get pizza. Her 12th thoracic vertebrae. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, Melanie, it's because I suck. I wash dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. I don't trust the dishwasher. And also, we've been trying it a little bit, and the dishwasher doesn't work that great. So, hi, Carrie Face. Love that name. That's very funny. Roux. It wasn't a roux, Melanie. It's something else. It's not Alfredo. Bechamel. Bechamel, you guys. So it was a bechamel sauce. And I was like, could you put it on the side? Because I traditionally don't always love bechamel sauce. And it was super delicious. Sean, buy me a pizza. Okay, Sunflower, buy me a pizza real quick. My husband's making dinner tonight. I love that. You made homemade broccoli and cheddar soup. Ooh, I do love that. I need to make more of that. Tooth marrow gravy. Oh, what a disgusting thing to say. That was really gross. I had a visceral reaction to how gross that was. I'm gonna block you if you keep that up. Gross. Yay, Kimberly. I am really proud of you too, my love. Alicia said, if you know, you know. Bacon cheeseburger from Casey's. I don't know because I don't get to go to Casey's. Cindy bought a new dishwasher. Better than Panera. I would say that about almost everything. Hi, babe. Hi. I forgot that he was here. White gulag this year. Okay. As sunflower, she can make me chili and peanut butter sandwiches. No, Sean, that's a disgusting combination. Think of something better. He's so far away. I'm sorry, Mac. Now we can't get Mark. Who else puts nutmeg in their mashed tatties? Everybody better say no, because that sounds gross. I don't like nutmeg. I like how it smells. I like it on like a good little latte, but putting it in anything else is disgusting and a terrible life choice. Thank you, Sunflower. I'm proud of you and I love you. You stay strong. Don't listen to your stupid husband. Honestly, maybe divorce. I don't think it's extreme in this case. If he eats that, I think everybody will grant you a hasty divorce. Oh my God. Can we pivot to hasty divorce real quick, you guys? Because I've been thinking about it so much and I'm not sure if we've talked about it yet. And yes, this is the time. Hey guys, now we're entering serial killer chat. Who wants to talk about serial killers? Descaler through our dishwasher. We should, you know what? Because we live in such a hard water climate, I think I need to. Bye, Tracy. Love you. I did have a good visit. sorry, I'm catching up, but we are pivoting to our, when I was pregnant, dill pickle slices on your cheesecake, Morticia. Potato, did you see potato? It is okay in eggnog, I'll give you that. All right, okay. So most Americans, sorry, let's be inclusive, to our exes across the sea while we're living our glam life. Hold on one second. Bye, Meg. No one loves you. BTK. So BTK, for those of you who don't live in Freedom Land, BTK was a serial killer who 12 victims, I think, for a long period of time. He lived in Wichita, Kansas, and BTK stands for bind, torture, kill. And he was like pretty good. And he did a cluster, and then there was like a long gap of nothing. And then he started to contact the police again. Like he wrote letters to the police and like tried to contact news. Like he wanted the notoriety of it all. And in the 90s, he's like, hey, tell me the truth to the cops. And he was like, ecological serial killers. I don't think this one was ecological. I don't think he was putting that much into it. But he was really accepting of all ages. Like he wasn't exclusive. He went for a lot of different people. But he like wrote the police and he's like, listen, if I send you like a floppy disk, can you tell where it came from? And the cops are like, no, that would be really crazy. And so he sent them a floppy disk, and then they looked up and they're like, oh, it's clearly this guy. And they went and got him, right? And so one day they arrest him. Like they just pull up and they arrest him. Could you imagine being his wife and being like, what? Like how hard is that mind shift? Like how hard is that? And hi Lise, we're already talking about serial killers, so that's fun. And like that'd be crazy. And like, so she asked the judge for like a hasty divorce. And the judge was like, yep, here you go. Granted, you're divorced already. Like you grant as soon as the ink dries kind of thing. And I love that judges will do that for you. But like how weird for such a life pivot, like such a collapse of your entire world, your entire identity, everything you knew to be true at once, and just be like, my husband's a serial killer. Like that's just so crazy to me. Hi, Bill. Skip the liquor store. Yeah, did you just watch one? Okay, we're jealous of Lena for some reason. They sell it here in Sweden. I'm gonna go live with Lena in Sweden. She says it's okay. Your grandma's cousin was a victim of a serial killer. Oh, I hate that. The Lonely Hearts Club murders. I did hear about that, and I hate it so much. The Zodiac killer was going to get you with a Furby. Oh my God, Furbies were so creepy. Remember that? And then Lena's giving a really good, everybody screenshot that so you can figure out how to make gulag. Nope, she's just describing different gulags. Delete your screenshots, guys. Lena's worthless. She's not giving us anything good. But yeah, and then so I was talking about that with a friend and I was thinking about it, like how hard it would be to do that pivot. And the daughter wrote a book where she was just like, yeah, she was 26 when he was done. And they say that the huge gap between his serial kills was because he was too busy raising young kids. Like it's hard to get things done. Like you can't even plan a date night. How are you going to get a good strangling going in? Like you had to really dedicate your time to being a good father. I mean, you don't want to be a bad father. Then people would look down on you. You got to keep your reputation up. Alicia, that's a good recipe. And so she wrote a book and I was just like, all the time I think about how hard it would be to pivot your brain over it. Because you're a single man who doesn't like mind eating chili for week salad. Okay, but don't start whining about how much of it you ate and how you can't eat anymore. Think about, Mac, when you're going to make your portions, think about that. Don't think about how you're going to feel in 4 days and how disgusting it is. You need to remember those things. You don't have a lot of serial killers in Denmark. That is interesting. this happened to me, but he wasn't as, oh, babe, I'm so sorry. Um, okay, weird thing. If you found out your partner was a serial killer, where would you move? Would I move? Yes. Um, I think I would be, and I would move somewhere that I hadn't been before. So like Alaska or something like that, because I would be too sucked into the memories of everywhere. And I think that would be really hard for me to move forward. So I, similar to D. Shan, I had a friend in high school. We were high school buddies, and we were actually good friends. His mom thought I was a bad influence, and she did not like us being friends. And when I was stationed in Hawaii, he came over to visit, and like he and my brother were really good friends in college, and he came over to visit a few times. Like we were good friends. I was with Mark, so there wasn't romance, and there's never romance in there. Ew. But like I was pretty I was really sure I was probably going to baby track Mark by that moment, and because I was going to take all Mark's money and stuff like that. And very shortly after the twins were born, so this is 11 years ago, he gets locked away, pleads guilty, like does not contest in any way. The worst of child crimes you could think of, the worst, and is serving no possibility of parole, not only in like federal court, like our court, but also military courts. Like they tried him both times, and there is no possibility of parole. And my brain doesn't compute that about him. Like I'm like, it breaks. Like I cannot put those two pieces together in any way. It's insane where I'm just like, but also there's a little bit of being like, his mom fled town because I'm from a very small town. Like you can't go well with that. She fled immediately before the news broke, and this had happened in military overseas. And man, I really wanted to find her and be like, was I that bad of an influence though? Like, was it me? Was I the bad one here? But I guess you're not supposed to be smuggy. How much chili is on me? It's not my responsibility, Mac. Nobody can control you. You're too tall. Danes are basically Southern Swedes, but with weirder accents. That's funny. Sorry, I have to slide down. Connie, who are you not related to? I need to know. Wow, Brenda, that's crazy. The Oklahoma City bomber was executed in the town you live in. That's crazy. So chili with the beans or no beans? Mac, we need to know. Keep going. Oh, nope. Oh my God. Kimberly Rose, I almost blocked you from my channel because I have a fat thumb. That would have been really sad. Did I ever finish the Sarah Boone trial? I did. Crazy. And now I'm super invested in what happens with, hold on, I lost my train of thought. Sweet corn. Beth comes to your waist, Mac. How is she responsible? I can hit him right in the kneecaps. So that's pretty good. You know the Rust case, the Armor Rust case where Alec Baldwin shot somebody because of the movie prop situation? He was dismissed with prejudice, and now they're trying to get other stuff on the armorer because she was already convicted and stuff like that, but the prosecutor was so bad and like did discovery violations so hard that they're trying to get her back out, and I'm like really interested in that case now. You would have to drive by my house. Kim, are you close enough? Look at me on this crutch. This is as bad as having like, I don't know, a narcotics addiction. This is like, it's bad. I'm going down a tragic slippery slope here. She's taking the fall. I don't think Hannah's going to take the fall. First of all, I think Hannah is kind of an asshole. But I think the prosecutor is going to get hit pretty hard because it was really crazy. Really, about 5 hours. Come on over, girl. Don't touch my laundry, but you can watch me do laundry and we'll talk on my couch. The armor shouldn't have had to take it all on herself. Have you heard her leaked jail call things? She has zero remorse and does not care about that human. She's like, this is bull. It's crazy how little regard she has for the woman who, Hutchinson? I had not, Paul what, Melanie? Does he have a last name? But I do think the prosecutor did some pretty catastrophic rights violations, and I want to see something like that get fixed. Our cozy mountain life, since you live in British Columbia. Ew, Lena, are there feet floating around? Answer her right now. We need to know. Is it like the yawning thing? I don't know, but like I have to be super careful because like you get addicted, and then if you don't have access to it, your lips get even more chapped. Same with pins, but seriously, where do they go? Ew! Like, why are you actually putting the emojis of the feet? That's super gross. Feet do not belong in chili. Morticia coming in here with the life advice. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up, but I did want to tell you guys, in case you came late, I'm going to do my plea to you. I'm going to put out a video tomorrow. I'm going to probably clean my room. It's not going to be heavily edited. It's not going to be like my finest. I love how I'm saying this like I have really polished videos. Like usually you get like Hollywood level videos out of me. Just expect a regular video from me, but I would love it if you guys watched the whole thing so that the ad revenue is really high. We are stealing ad revenue because I have a very good friend here who is very sweet, and she just puts a lot of energy into my daughters and making sure those are fun. Her 7-year-old fell into a burn pit and had to get it's not life flighted, but they had to fly her to a burn unit that's like 3 hours away and put cadaver grafts all over her. She's only 7 years old, and so we need to, it's so true, Lena. There are way too many topics in here. And so I want to be able to throw that video out and have Google AdSense pay, because they've got the money for it. Everything I get on that video, I'm definitely going to give to over them. They need a few different things. And so we are able to give to her personally, which I love. Like, we were able to get her hotel rooms up near the burn unit so that they had somewhere to go. And we do have a good community here who's rallying, trying to give them things, but they definitely do need some extra support. And I know a lot of people were all struggling in this. And so I know Google is not struggling, and it is the AdSense time of year where we get paid like 4 times as much as usual per year. So we can harness the energy of the Google overlords and get them some cash. So if you guys don't mind watching it and thumbs up and those things, it will benefit her. And like, in full fairness, it will benefit the crap out of me, because then YouTube will be like, this content's phenomenal. Like, I will get periphery benefit from that. So sorry, but if you want, I'll post something really controversial to lose a lot of subs after that. Like, balance out the universe and the vibes. Like, it'll just be me saying the C word for 5 minutes straight, and then Google will be like, oh, hard pass, that sucks. So that's what we'll do. This video, watch it for the AdSense. Next video, me saying the C word on repeats. Balance the vibes. When will this be on? I'm filming it and uploading it tomorrow. She fell into the fire last night. I'm really glad I opened up Facebook. I never open up Facebook. I hate it. I opened and I saw, and I was able to message her. It's 3 hours away from here to there. I was able to message her before she even got to the place. Um, like she saw her daughter yesterday. The surgery happened. They should be able to come home tomorrow. If not, I'm going to contact her after this and see if we need to extend her hotel stay. But I was able to get her a hotel. Some other friends got her the DoorDash already. And grandma came in as watching the other kids. And so the homeschool community was able to throw some money together. But like things like the fact that she has to buy different clothes for her because her entire back, the back of her legs, her hands and her feet. So we have like she needs to get large drapey things for her because none of her actual clothes are going to fit right now. And she's naked. Like I was like, oh God, that does make sense. Like I never occurred to me, but yeah, of course they would cut all of her clothes off and start helping her while they life flight her over to the burn unit. But like all of that. And it's not a family that can take crazy impacts at this time. So to buffer it would be so much better. Her husband does have insurance, but does not get paid leave. And they have to travel the 3 hours to Augusta, Georgia, once a week now, she said. And she's still just trying to figure out. American Wife Cleans for Free does AdSense is significantly. It's not really so much because more people watch YouTube at this time of year, but because advertisement, it's the buying time of year. So ad companies are putting in a lot more money into the ads, and so they make bids for it. If you hook up with me on Instagram, babe, same name, we can message about stuff like this. We can message about YouTube-y things if you want to. And I can explain and show you some different things if you want. So, oversized nightgowns, I think that would be perfect. And maybe something like that fully buttons, because I don't think she's going to have a lot of mobility with her arms because, you know, your back does so much of the mobility. I don't know. So we'll see what she needs, but we definitely can get her everything. I know that I can help. Yeah, that's fine, Lena. And you guys don't have to like go crazy and watch this over and over because we get paid per 1,000 views. So don't worry about that. If you watch it all the way through one time, that makes YouTube be like, this is kind of a delicious video, and will broaden who can see it, and it'll put more eyeballs on it. And then their eyeballs will help too. So it's just, yeah, no, it's the fine, Lena. They don't care about the speed. They don't care about the speed. They just care, like, if you watch it all the way through, YouTube's like, oh, okay, amazing. So it's, if you watch, like, the worst thing can do is somebody clicks on your video and then clicks out of YouTube. That makes YouTube hate it, but all the way through helps. Nightgowns can be cut up in the back and put in Velcro. And we're a homeschooly community. I bet you I know people who can help stitch. Or like the buttons, like on the sides, if we can cut up dresses, like nightgowns, and put in the hospital gown buttons, maybe. All the eyeballs. Rogue Tink coming in here with a weird thing to say. Oh, never mind, Rogue Tink. It's not. And I don't care that you have a real name. Rogue Tink reminds me of a dog I used to have, a Tinkerbell. She was a Rottweiler too, and so I get to say it if I want to. But yeah, and like and comment, even drop an emoji. That's so sweet. So maybe we could do that. And maybe the comments are just like ideas of how we could help her better. Like I'd never thought to give a Walmart gift card, but because the family dashed up there, I was like, do you have your toothbrush? Do you have underwear? Do you have anything? And like if you need to run to Walmart real quick. And I know that she wants to stay in the hotel. It's like, but you could shower, you know, things like that. So this is a great service product. And so we're going to get everybody to write cards for her. She's such a sweet little girl, very kind. And they're one of the families that's my kids are really connected to. Her older daughter is the one that Sonia's like, I would love it if she could be my friend. And Jessica's talked to her and been like, Sonia wants to be your friend. So like they come up with topics and crafts so that Sonia feels more prepared to have an actual conversation. And I'll be like, okay, Carly, Sonia wants to talk about like zodiac signs. And Carly's like, on it, let's. and it's really amazing and cool. And oh, Alicia, like the mom wearing underwear was what I was like, does she have stuff with her to go to the hospital and things like that? And her age is 7. She was 7. She is 7. Sorry. When she's feeling better, will she be bored in the hospital? So yes, audiobooks, and we're gonna have to get stuff because she's not gonna be able to play. She has to just heal. Like it's all of her back. Thank goodness it wasn't her face, but she can't play. So we're gonna try to find like cool things, craft things that she can do. I can get her like a table, like a craft table, I think. And then she could put that, audiobooks would be a really good idea, but like I could get her kinetic sand, and I will have to see how burned her hands are. Maybe that's like the worst plan, but like crafts and stuff like that. Thank you, Morticia. She needs all the prayers. Sorry, Tabitha. I'm talking about my friend's child who got badly burned. They have cool crafts on Temu, super cheap. Bead sets. Oh, bead sets, because that won't get into it. And we'll see. I'll talk to her mom about what like the dexterity looks like on her hands, but maybe larger crafts that we'll see what her hands look like, but maybe movies and audiobooks and digital coloring sounds like a really good idea too. A huge soft pillow, that's a good idea. So that's my goal. That's what I want to do. And it's a blatant cash grab, you guys. That's what we're doing out here. We are cash grabbing as much as we can because I feel like, not going to cry, but I feel like I am so lucky to have my platform that Mac has graciously bestowed upon me. Thanks, Mac. Blessed be Mac. I'm so lucky that I have this, and I'm like, okay, well, I have people that I could use to get money from, like not asking from you guys, because remember, you guys, Google takes 30%. Don't send me super chats. Google takes 30% of those, and I want your eyeballs and your time. Eyes and time, that's what we're doing. And all of the AdSense is going to go to her. And then we'll see what else, what other good ideas are. And I'm going to put together a basket, I think, like an enormous basket. Not that I saw, Brenda, I saw one hotel near them, and I was like, found the one hotel, and the hotel was so sketched out. They're like, feels like you stole somebody's ID. And I was like, you're next to a burn unit. Like, how do you not get this all the time? But they made me print out documents and like fill it out and authorize that I swore I was the person I was. And I was like, who prints stuff out? But I printed it out, and then I took pictures of my credit cards and my ID card and sent all of that to them, to where I'm like, see, I have access to all of this. Could you just let them go into the hotel, for goodness sake? So I'm glad that was done. And they should be home soon, because apparently now burn care you can recover from home because there's so many advances made. And with the cadaver skin on it, it will cover it like a scab. So they only have to change dressings weekly, from my current understanding, from what I got from her when her daughter was actively in surgery getting, or maybe it's not even surgery, maybe they just call it slapping dead skin on people. I don't know what, in the procedure, that's the information I got briefly. So we're still very much in the, I think this is what's happening. That's what the doctor said to me last, playing telephone with each other. Skin grafting, except is it grafting if, I think they're trying to get her natural skin to grow under, not for her skin to accept the cadaver donations. Also, thank all of the people who donated their skin. Like, donors are such blessings, and I love them so much. And I want all of my skin and my eyeballs and every part of me parceled out to as many people as humanly possible. And the rest of me, just throw me in the woods like a serial killer dumping a body. That's all we need. Right. I had a friend whose daughter was at the Ronald McDonald House. They were there for like 3 months, and it was such a glorious thing. Like, it's so good. I just didn't see one next to the burn unit. But if there is, I will research that and try to get her in. for any of the future visits and future potential surgeries that she's going to need. Yeah, the donors are such blessings and it's so good. Yes, thank you guys. I love everybody is doing that. Is for healing and it's not permanent. Yeah, she said it would fall off like a scab. Um, yes, it is, Kala. And also, apparently, so from what I researched, because of course I Googled it last night. The problem with childhood burns, because like everybody's like, oh, children recover, they bounce right back and stuff like that. Yes, however, the growth of the child with scarred skin is complicated and takes extra attention. And she's 7, so she's still going to grow and hit puberty, and that scarred skin can, so I did not mention that to mom Jessica. I wasn't like, hey, are you worried about her hitting puberty and then her skin not being able to grow with her? But because like that's an insane thing to say to somebody. I love that, Morticia, that he did that. It's so good. Hi, Cindy. I'm not ready yet. I'm sorry. We were talking about serial killers. Everyone is a donor unless they opt out. I kind of like that, Fife. The Fifes. Oh my gosh, Melanie, I'm so sorry that you lost your friends, but I am so glad that she donated her organs and her eyes. So she doesn't want to do a GoFundMe yet, but God, that makes me sound sketchy as crap. I am asking her to please be prepared to do it. She's struggling with accepting all the love and the help, but she needs the help. So I'm going to try to get that ready for her. I'm trying to get her to agree to it. You can't force that on somebody like that. But it does sound sketchy that I'm like, no, but if you wanted to, I could pass funds through. That does sound really sketchy. So until she's willing to put up a public GoFundMe or something like that, I will hold off just because that sounds, don't do that, guys. The internet is tricky and hard. Don't do that. That's scary. But also go in my Discord and we could talk about it more. The Discord is linked in the comments. I think it should still work. My friend, oh, hold on, everybody shut up. I'm going to see. I am still talking to you guys. All right, so an update just dropped about her and I'm going to read it and I'll update you guys in either Discord. Maybe I'll make a community post explaining what I'm trying to do. Is this weird? Am I being weird about YouTube, guys? I don't think I'm being weird. I think I'm supposed to be able to do this. I think this is good. I think I'm harnessing my powers for good, which is perfect because that tricks you guys into thinking I'm good. And then when I harness my powers for evil and take over the world, I've already tricked you guys because I used you for good ones. That's like how gaslighting works, right? Kimberly says, thank you, Cindy. I love my nails. The video did pause. I looked at something. Sorry. Chai Lifeline. I don't know what that is, but I love it. Okay, so it is okay. And I'm being honest. I'm letting you guys know that I'm deliberately using you for Google AdSense and I will benefit on the side. You did. I saw that. And then you guys went like shopping and I was so proud of you guys. Okay, I'm trying, you guys. Hold on one second, okay? And then I really do need to get off the phone so that I can create one. Copy. How do I get into my own YouTube? Hold on. Let me see if I can watch my own YouTube channel. Let's go to your channel. Let me see if I can watch this. Look at who's live. Ooh. Let me see if I can watch this. Look at who's live. Ooh. Let me see if I can watch this. I had to mute it. Man, she looks good. Everybody else watching this really pretty girl. Look at her computer. That's the link, you guys. That's a new one. If you click it, but use this, thanks, Lise. And ask Mac how to link it. No, I knew how to link it. I just didn't know how to link it on my own stuff. Usually I have a mod. She's really good. Her name's Crystal. Everybody else sucks butt. Specifically you, Kala. I wanted you to know I'm insulting you directly. But Crystal's usually really on the ball and she can drop Discord links in there. Kala's like a show mod. She's like a trophy wife where you're like, oh, I've made it. And I put her on my arm and I show everybody. I'm like, look at this mod I have. And everybody's really dazzled by her. But like Crystal's the real one who does things. So for watching her own videos a lot, she claims she didn't even do it. I will sometimes watch my own video and see if it's good. And I like watching it on a not me channel. Like I have another one so I can see how annoyingly frequently like Google will drop in ads to see if it's terrible or not. See, look, just here showboating. So you can't click on the link. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, you guys. There is a link also in the description. If it doesn't work, comment on this. I will try to drop a refresh link in this description and to see how it goes. So I'm hungry and I want to punch my husband and I can't do either of those. I could eat on here, but I don't want everybody to know that I punched my husband. And I don't want like video proof of abuse because they'll build a case for when he accidentally dies. So, all right, you guys, I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Monday. And Mel's got in. Oh, block her, kick her out. So I love you guys so much. Sorry, I love Gary Owen because now allegedly, now I'm off to not abuse my husband. I'm going to go be a caring wife who doesn't beg people for pizza. So I love you so much, you guys. Watch my next video all the way through. Like, subscribe, and write a comment underneath about what we should do to help my friends.